Day 4, Day 3, December 4th. Yesterday was the one-off day of the month. We're at a new campus. Gonna see how this goes. We got less than 10,000 students here. So, we're gonna see how it goes. Hare Krishna. And the very first person I talked to 10 seconds after I pressed stop on that last one right there says Hare Krishna. So we're off to a good start. Jai Prabhupada. Alrighty, I was about to start this by saying definitely not having the sweetest time in the world right now. But then I remembered we were having Bhagavatam class one time on the Sankirtan van for RVC years back. And one morning Parmeshwar was saying, part of our job is to be able to make enough advance until we can get to the point where we are having nectar all the time. He said, it's really easy to say, oh, Krishna's reciprocating. This is blissful, when the books are flying out and we're coming back to Halava afterwards. He said, but the real advancement that we want to aspire to get from Lord Nityananda is when our fingers are freezing off and no books are going out and we're getting drenched in the rain. So anyways, I was about to start this by going, man, I'm getting beat up out here. But yeah, that realization came back to me just now. This is hour 5, 0 books. I don't know what the heck is going on. Yeah, it's this students here. Now the problem's not with them, problem's with me. Anyways, Krishna consciousness, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Gotta keep on scrubbing the heart. Krishna will give us some nice days and then we just get beat up and it's about okay. Appreciating that Krishna is giving us nectar even when it's not visibly obvious. That's sudden. Okay, back to it. Hare Krishna. Wow. So, 7 minutes away from being 6 hours out, and finally the first Bhagavad Gita goes out. I just called my wife to see how she was doing, checking at home, and she asked how I was doing. Like, man, I'm getting obliterated out here. And then I walk up to this guy right after I get the phone with her, and I show him the books, and he goes, yeah, you can show me. I did a double take. I'm like, really? And then I said, sorry, man, I don't get that very often. I was just too stunned. I was just so stunned. He said, sure, you can show me. And then I said, okay, because I didn't want to lose him. So I said, do you want to like really, really quick, or like it's okay if I show you a bit slower? And he goes, whatever it takes for you to give me the full gist of what it's about. And I was like, okay. So I showed him the full, like, Vaisheshika Prabhu has showed in his Bhagavad Gita distribution techniques, like, all the pictures and everything, and then showed him the full Bhagavad Gita, and he took a book. And it was like cutting butter. And this is after 6 hours of just being absolutely annihilated. So, things are starting to look up. Hare Krishna, Jai. So 1 hour ago, I was miserable, my shoulders were hurting, my back was hurting, no one was taking books. I was like, man, I wish I was just doing a 6-hour day. But if I was doing a 6-hour day, I would have missed out on all the mercy that started basically 7 minutes before 6 hours, and then started 10 minutes after 6 hours. Because now books are starting to go out and people are being friendly. Holy cow, who would have guessed about that? So now all of a sudden I'm really happy. I'm doing a 10-hour day because Krishna's starting to give some mercy. Jai Prabhupada. It's legit. The wealth of the book distributors is the hardback books that go out. This gentleman read the Bhagavad Gita, but not the as-it-is edition, when he was in school. I asked him, would you take this as-it-is one? Just cover the cost of printing for us. And he said, I won't take the book. I'm like, okay, because I'll be happy to contribute. I'm like, that'd be very kind of you. And he hands me a $20 bill. And I'm like thinking, I gotta give him a book. So I give him a hardback, he's like, oh, and I'm like, you can give it to a Christmas present for somebody else. He's like, okay. But I realized I could have just been like, hey, sweet deal. I get the $20 bill and I save the book. That'll save me Lakshmi. Like, no. The wealth of book distributors is not the Lakshmi. The wealth of book distributors is the hardback books that go out. It's so blissful. I swear. 6 hours of, I'm not going to say sheer hell because that's, devotional service, but 6 hours of just gruesome gnarliness. And then this guy's opened up. Oh, I'm not kidding. Really, if you want to have a great day, you go out, and when it gets to 6 hours of no one's taking a book, keep on pumping out there. I had this lady who's usually, especially too, and they say that the older people won't even look at me because I don't know what the deal is. It's just a weird place, Seattle, trying to do books here in downtown. She sees the Bhagavad Gita, She goes, oh, I know that book. I read it in school. I'm like, oh, you're a professor? She goes, no, it's back in the 80s. I'm like, would you take it? And she goes, yeah. And she took it and she gave a donation. And then these are hardback books. If you haven't done book distribution before, go out. The worst thing that can happen is you'll have like 6 or 8 hours of no books going out. But trust me, after that, when the books do go out, it'll be so worth it. Holy Krishna. Lakshmi into the container for the teachings of Queen Kunti that we can all save up for together for the end of the month. So 1, 2, 3, 72 cents. 372 times 30 equals the amount that will be needed for purchase and shipping the case of 40 hardbound teachings of Queen Kunti. Now this is for 3 days in here. Hare Krishna.